Hi, welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot, and today I'm doing a Celtic cross reading, and this is going to be for Capricorn. Keep in mind this is a general collective reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it starts resonating later, that's quite common. You're more than welcome to go back and rewatch any of the videos from the channel. Keep in mind though, the readings you need to be watching are your sun, moon, rising, and probably Venus if you want, and it'll give you a clearer picture of your overall energy. Okay, that being said, did it again. We have Nightingale Spirit, and it's telling you that love is all around. Love is all around. All right, we're going to take two from the angels and ancestors. And while I'm shuffling, I would like to take the time to thank all of you. I know that for the exchange of energy. YouTube, whenever you like, subscribe, share, comment, all of those things helps the channel grow tremendously. And so if you don't hit the like button, I don't know if you know that, but if you don't hit the like button, that dies with you. It doesn't go into the algorithm. But if you do, then I think it goes in and expands. I'm not sure how the algorithm works. Nobody really knows how it works, but you know, it is what it is. So anyways, I just wanted to thank you and let you know that I appreciate any time that you interact with the channel. Okay, I mean, that's what we're here for. So we have Medicine Guardian, and it's telling you to be open to healing information. Okay, open to healing information. And then one more. See a lot of heart chakra colors over there. Healing. Throat chakra probably with. There we go. One more. So it's telling you to Direction Guardian, and it's telling you to choose your path. Okay, choose your path. So I'm going to move the Celtic Tarot over here. Keep in mind, the Celtic spread is very large, so I'm going to move these cards off to the side because they are in the way. They are very powerful messages in and of themselves. And sometimes they coordinate with the tarot portion of the reading, and sometimes they don't. It just is what it is. Okay. So, this is you. You changed your own fortune. I don't know where you did, but you changed your own fortune. You turned the wheel in your favor. And the middle card in the Celtic is you. You did this. And the difference is like night and day. Okay? Okay. So, communication. This is your challenge. This is the card that's crossing you. This is communication. So there may be so much communication coming in so rapidly that you're having trouble processing it, or you're knowing that you have changed the wheel in your favor, but you're waiting for information to verify that. Okay, so you know, and it's telling you be open to healing information. Okay, and this is telling you you're going to have to choose your path. And with the Nightingale, obviously, you want to move towards love. All right. I think, as crazy as this sounds, the Five of Cups, you have the Five of Cups energy. This is what you have going for you. You've been through this. You've done this. You may still be lingering in this. You see the rainbow? That rainbow passes by the window of the room, the throne room, with the Ten of Pentacles. It's a long story, but suffice it to say, you have abundance coming. This is their promise to you. So You have to pull yourself out of that energy. You know, this happened, okay? And that's where you have to be open again to healing information. All right? And understand that love is all around you. It doesn't seem like it during certain times of our lives, but it really is. You would be shocked. So, I think in the past, though, you started getting the idea that you were meant to do something. You were blessed, okay? You were trained to do something. You may not have known that you were learning that, but you were. You have a new beginning, and you have fertility here. This is blessed by Alwyn, and this is something that required you to learn new skills, okay? I mean, we can use this channel for an example. Who knew? I would have. I didn't even know what YouTube was. I did a reading for a long story. Somebody that I know, and the kids were like, "Why don't you start a YouTube channel?" I'm like, "A what?" Anyway, so I mean, it's been a struggle, and you know, I'm learning, but I'm manifesting, and I think that's kind of the energy what this is speaking of, is. You may have the talents and you may have the skills and you have the ability for the new, but you got to learn the ropes. And trust me, I'm doing all right, but I'm technically challenged. But I'm not going to stay technically challenged. It's a joke around my house about being technically challenged, and I am. But I mean, I have access to materials. A lot of times my problem is the time. But in your case, you did a lot of investigating. Maybe you just looked into it. Maybe you just started learning what you needed to know. But you are manifesting something. This is what's crowning you. You're bringing it in. You're calling it in. That's you changing your destiny. Okay? You're moving in a new direction now. You're accepting, you're willing to accept that healing information, and you're beginning to understand that there is love and light all around you. Speaking of love, here we go. That's either you offering somebody a cup of love or somebody coming in and offering you one, and that's in your near future, recent future. Okay? Sorry, I'm very tired. It's been a long day. Anyways, okay. You know, you've had heartbreak in the past, but you took the time. This is you. If you haven't, you're taking the time to rest and reflect and think about where you are. How did I get here? Not in that, oh my God, how did I do this? Because, I mean, when you're in Five of Cups energy, that's what it's like. It's just devastating. But once you can start backing out of it, and start looking at this is how you heal. You start looking at it. You can start looking at it as if it was a movie and you were watching somebody else go through it. And then how would you advise them? Okay? It's a very simplified explanation of how it works because it's painful. I mean, but once you do the life review and you figure out, okay, I made these mistakes along my way, or I call them my mistakes, but actually you're usually going through lessons, which we like to call mistakes. And the point is, they're teaching you something. Because now, when you walk into whatever this new future is, you will see the red flags that you didn't see in the past because you've been through them. You learned the lessons. You have studied and learned whatever it is that you need to progress and thrive. Okay, you have learned whatever it is that you need to know because you're changing your direction. And so if you're changing your direction, you've reflected and you've decided which way you want to move. And it may be because of that communication that's coming in. It is definitely because you're leaving out of that energy. And you know, sometimes you make yourself do this. But you do it. And it obviously works because you are manifesting and you're moving forward. Okay. You're coming out. Okay, this is usually these cards, I don't have double cards in a normal tarot reading, but sometimes they come out and I'm going to take it. So your environment, you may still be in a lot of conflict. This could be internal or external or both, but you're coming out of that now. You're coming out of that energy because you're accepting that healing energy, and you're learning how to be grateful for everything that you have, but you're also learning how to celebrate life, which is not what you're doing here. Okay? So the fact that you went through this is teaching you how to come out of conflict, competition, whatever, and learned how to truly celebrate life. Okay? You know, you can work with people that are very negative, and it's difficult. It's difficult not to allow that negativity to affect you, and sometimes it's going to, and sometimes it's not. But once you really learn how to celebrate life and enjoy every minute of it, that's when you start building that firm foundation. Because you know what they're trying to do, okay? And the minute you decide that I'm doing my life my way, I don't care what anybody else thinks, okay? That's when you start to thrive. Now comes in the future, and it's this near future, the most probable outcome, is you're going to make a decision, okay? You're going to decide which direction you're going to move in, all right? So, I'm going to move these just a little bit so that it's easier for me to clarify. I'm using the Wizard Tarot to clarify these cards. This is great. I mean, the past is hard. And I mean, whatever you went through was very difficult. But see, you worked on doing the healing. At least you started on it. And then you started learning about whatever it is, whatever directions, or maybe you have options. It didn't come out as options, but, you know, maybe you have to make a decision between 2 or 3 things. This is your justice. Now, this may be coming out of a interaction with the judicial system in whatever country that you live in, or it can be just karmic justice. You know, you did this, you took the time, you came out of that energy by resting and reflecting, you accepted the healing information in, and by doing that you changed the motion of the wheel in your favor. And once you found your balance and your harmony, okay, you were ready to charge forward. You were ready to move forward, okay? But I think what was holding you up was the communication that you needed to hear. Because I think you were feeling trapped. I think you were feeling trapped. I mean, literally, that's grief. When you're in grief, you feel trapped. But I think you chose to accept these communications that were coming in for you. I think you decided that you weren't going to regret, you know, you weren't going to regret what happened in the past. You were just going to move on, okay? You were just going to move forward without regrets, okay? Because we all make mistakes along the way, trust me. And that, I think you stepped onto your path. I think you faced your fears. I think you did that life review. I think you faced your fears. And I think you are determined now to be on the path, whatever path this is for you, and truly, you know, walk through it. And I think that, you know, a lot of people talk about, oh, I wish I had never had to go through this. But, you know, it makes you stronger. It teaches you the lessons. If you don't learn, you don't grow. Okay. So I think some kind of small communication coming in about abundance. Okay. It may be just an offhanded, like a perfect example. I just spoke of it. I did a reading for somebody, long story. And when I call my kids are grown up. So when that was over, they were all just, wow. They were just, wow. And that's when I had a message like this. Why don't you start a YouTube channel? And I was like, because I don't know what YouTube is. And they showed me. And they taught me. Okay, now they didn't know the ins and outs. And I still have issues. But my point is, that's what it was. It was me stepping onto my path. And they knew it. And sometimes it's a small communication like that comes out of nowhere, and voila, here we are. It changes your fortunes. It changes your life. It puts the wheel in motion, and it puts it in your motion in your favor. Then you decide to learn because you want to create something new. You have the ability, you have the new beginning, you have fertility, you have learning, you have knowledge, you have balancing your material and your spiritual plane. And here is somebody that's very balanced in their material plane. She knows how to make abundance and she knows how to attract it. Okay. And this is yeah, hold on. Sorry, glasses are off. This is the 3 of Wands. This is your ships coming in, okay? They're starting to come in. You're not seeing them quite yet. You're in that little in-between phase. I'll explain it. You're getting it now. And you're like, oh, I could call this in. But you haven't. You may have already tried to call it in, but it's in that process of, okay, I called. It's like waiting for your pizza. All right? You called. You know you got that pizza coming. But you're waiting, and you're waiting. And it seems like it takes forever, especially if you're hungry. It's the same kind of feeling. Well, not exactly, but, And what you're manifesting is your own happiness. It's going to make you very happy. And it's because you moved away from something. You found how to protect yourself. You learned how to ask for help. And you learned how to heal. And you moved on to calmer waters. You moved out of a storm. And now you're changing the wheel and you're moving into a new direction. And it looks like it's going to be a very abundant direction. So now you're looking forward to this. You're either offering love or somebody's coming in for you, and you will soon be learning how to celebrate life, or you are in the process of learning how to celebrate life. That's taking the time to smell the roses. Okay? That's taking the time to celebrate family celebrations, cultural celebrations. Okay? And this is the 2 of Wands. So they're telling you may be learning it now, but you're making your plans here in the very near future. And I think it's stemming from, again, you doing the work and you took the time to rest and reflect. And you're going to accept the messages. It doesn't mean you have to accept the offer. It means that you accept the knowledge and it teaches you to heal. It makes you understand that you can handle anything that life throws your way because you're powerful. Okay? You can bring whatever you want to life. It's what you focus on. Okay? So I mean, literally, don't worry about the competition. I don't really think there's a lot of competition. I think there's a lot of... It feels more like... Not so much it is competition, but it feels to me like conflict. And it feels to me like it's external conflict, which causes internal conflict, of course. And you're learning... Once you learn this, how to move out of that energy into this energy, you're going to open a new cycle. This is what we're talking about. You're in that waiting time from the time you order the pizza to the time it gets to the door. Okay, and I know it's a crazy analogy, but not really. Have you ever been really, really hungry and you didn't feel like cooking? And you ordered a pizza and it seemed to take hours even though it wasn't. And when you're in that waiting time, that's what it feels like. Okay? And I think you're going to find love here. Okay? I think you're going to find love and abundance here. So, you're hoping to build a very, very firm foundation. Okay? Again, we have another small energy coming in, but it's very passionate. And sometimes those small energies are the ones that not only save your life, sometimes they're the ones that change your life and save your life. Okay? And again, you've mastered something. Okay? And it could be yourself. It could be your emotions. It could be the pain. It could be your outlook, too. It's the way you perceive things. Okay? And that's why you're moving in a new direction. And maybe you're understanding that love is all around. So, listen closely before you make a decision. Listen very closely to these communications. Because the information's in there somewhere. It's going to help you make that decision. Okay? I mean, there's no reason for you to feel left out in the cold. You're transforming. Okay? Like I said, the end of the cycle, the beginning of the cycle. You're manifesting. And so now is that little waiting period. Okay? But you have a high spiritual love coming in. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's got to be lovers, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's not either. Okay? So I'm going to pull a couple of Archangel cards and see what we got going here. Courage. Archangel Ariel, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Alright, the other one is outdoors. Archangel Jophiel. Go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. And this one is always good advice. Clear your space. Archangel Jophiel. Get rid of clutter. Clear the energy around you. And use Feng Shui. I think it's Feng Shui. And that is really, really good advice. I mean, this is incredible reading. You're in that holding pattern. If you don't like the pizza one, how about the holding pattern at the airport? You know you're gonna land, but when? And it is that kind of energy. But you have done an incredible job. You're finding your balance. You're finding your harmony. You are learning how to take care of yourself. You're moving out of the trouble, the drama, and you're moving in a new direction. Without a doubt, you are moving into a very, very new direction. So I hope you enjoyed this. You know the routine. If you did, you like, subscribe, share, hit the bell icon. That way you get notified anytime I upload a video. So, like I said, I hope you follow Spirit's advice. It's a great reading. You're moving out of turmoil and pain to everything you can ever dream of. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.